It's hockey night in Bloomington, and Jaguar Girls Hockey is on the air. Welcome to the state of hockey, and welcome to the Bloomington Ice Garden, the home of the Jefferson Jaguars, where tonight the Jaguars welcome in the Sabres from Shakopee High School for the third game in this young season. With cameraman Johnny Rash, game site engineer Ryan Kuhn, broadcast partner Jason Knutson, I'm Kurt Krenz. And Jason, the Jaguars are coming up off an impressive victory on Saturday, a 5-0 shutout over the Armstrong Cooper Wings. They'll look to carry some of that momentum from that game here tonight in the clash with Shakopee.
That's right, Kurt. Good evening, everybody. It was quite the different game on Saturday. Big change up from our first game of the season, and we are looking to carry that momentum forward. Tonight is Shakopee's first game of the season. They've had a few scrimmages, but we're looking to see that momentum carry forward from Saturday.
Yeah, the Shakopee Sabres, a team just to the south of Bloomington. They're from the South Suburban Conference. They went 8-18 last year. Had a little bit of a tough year for them. The Jaguars were able to beat Shakopee a year ago in Shakopee's home opener. That was down in Shakopee by a score of 4-3. The Sabres have also been a frequent opponent for us, Jason, in the sectional playoffs. Back when we were in Section 2 AA, I think for 3 straight years in a row, we met them in the first round, winning the first of 3, but then losing the next 2. So quite a familiar opponent. Of course, Shakopee being in District 6, the same youth association we played in, we've played a lot of these girls all the way up.
Yeah, they're no strangers to us, Kurt. We've been meeting them on the ice quite a bit. I think we're back and forth with them. They're a strong team. They got strong numbers again this year.
Shakopee already taking the ice. Here come the Jaguars. That sound you hear in the background is the Jefferson High School pep band under the direction of Jeff Levine. We got a good turnout here from the Jaguar pep band. They're playing the fight song for the Jefferson Jaguars, of course. It's the Victors. You'll hear that song, Jason, hopefully several times tonight, because they usually play it after goals when the Jaguars score.
I look forward to it, Kurt.
So Jaguars coming in here, one and one on the young season. A lot of teams just getting started. Jaguars, they tend to front load their schedule given that we have 3 varsity teams playing on this sheet of ice. The boys are just getting started with tryouts now. So every year the girls have a bunch of home games early in the season. We're going to have the Jefferson starting lineups coming up here. Each game we have a couple of youth players that get to warm up with the Jaguars. They're on the goal line with the other Jaguars. In goal tonight, it'll be senior Chloe Golden, coming off her first shutout for the Jaguars, a 26-save effort against Armstrong Cooper. On defense for the Jaguars, it'll be senior Emily Spencer and her senior partner, Alex Kapsner. Alex Kapsner getting her first varsity goal against Armstrong Cooper. Up front for the Jaguars on right wing, it'll be Avery Kapsner, senior co-captain. Allegra Kuhn, the sophomore, on left defense, and senior co-captain Kylie Jones centering that top line for the Jaguars. We're going to have our pep band play our national anthem. We'll come back afterwards, get you ready for puck drop.
Please rise if you are able to direct your attention to the scoreboard in the arena, and gentlemen, remove your caps.
The Jaguars will skate right to left in the opening stanza, dressed in their home whites, trimmed in Columbia blue and silver, the royal blue numbers, royal blue helmet and breezers, stripped Jaguars diagonally across the front of their jerseys. The visitors from Shakopee will skate left to right, dressed in their home black jerseys, trimmed in red and white, black helmets, black breezers, white numbers, red sabers diagonally across the front of their sweaters. Just about set to go here, Jason. We've had a trend we've noticed early in the season is we've had a lot of players playing up and down on JV and varsity. Expect to see some crossover again tonight at the varsity level.
Yep, I agree, Kurt. I think we have number 16, Carmen Melnichek, out there with us for a period or so. And a couple other players I saw left the ice a little bit early in the JV game. So I think
Kalina Walsh may have left a little early. We're short on numbers at the JV level, so we pretty much game in, game out have a few of the regular varsity players playing down a period. I think tonight we had Olivia Knutson, Emily Spencer, and Vea Flanders. Each took one period down below. Just about set to go here at center ice. Kylie Jones will lean in for that draw. Kapsner and Kuhn on her wings. Spencer and Kapsner on the back end. The game is on. Puck is dropped. Jaguars will work that puck in. Chipped ahead by Avery Kapsner. It floats in on the Shakopee goalie. She'll cover it up. We'll get an offensive zone faceoff right off the drop here.
that's good for the Jaguars. Get that first face-off. Start off in the offensive zone like we should be.
Kylie will lean in here. She won the first faceoff. Sees this one won by the Sabres. They'll go behind their net. Big check there. Spencer's going to take a penalty right off the bat there. She knocked down the Sabre right winger, and Emily Spencer will go to the box. The Jaguars will have to kill right from the drop, Jason.
Early start for the penalty kill. We'll see, these teams have really been practicing that. So last two games, I think we've seen some good penalty kills out of the Jaguars.
So started with 3 forwards and 1 defenseman. Flanders jumps on. It'll be Flanders, Kapsner, Jones, and Alex Kapsner killing for the Jaguars. 2-minute power play here. First minute of the game here. Shakopee cycling the puck around the perimeter. They'll go low on the right side, left side, up to the half wall. Center point high now. A little bit of pressure there by Jones. Puck cycle, looking for the give and go. Shakopee. Puck is loose. Batted at by Avery Kapsner. I'm not able to clear. Shakopee holding. Shot blocked by Kylie Jones off her skate. 30 seconds in here. Shakopee's remained on the perimeter. Shot coming in. Golden with the save. Puck held off on the half wall here. Shakopee cycling it high. No real threat yet. Shot coming in. Golden kicks that out. Another shot blocked by Alex. Alex with the puck on her stick now will send it down. That was Avery with the initial shot block.
Really great discipline by the penalty kill team there, keeping their diamond formation, keeping the Shakopee Sabres out of the crease, and only one real good shot on goal there.
Jaguars have changed all 3 of the 4 penalty killers now. Knutson on with Elmquist and Kuhn. Shot coming in, Golden blocker to the corner. 38 seconds remaining on this power play. Shakopee with some room. Golden with the save. Goes off her chest into the corner. Shakopee changing for the final 30 seconds here of this power play. Shot coming in. Golden sees it. Leg kicks it to the corner. Shakopee picks up. Left wing circle out to the point. D to D across the top. Blocker save by Golden. Shot hits traffic in front. 10 seconds remaining on this penalty. Spencer ready to return. Shot through the crease, deflected wide. Jaguars at full strength. Puck cleared out. Was wondering if Flanders might see Spencer for break, but instead we'll take the icing here, Jason.
Yeah, I think she did try for the angled shot there out the boards. It was just a little too steep on it. Ended up with icing.
Jaguars shorthanded again on defense here tonight. Kara Krenz recovering from a hit she took in that opening game, progressing well through the protocol, hoping to be back on Friday night. Now face-off in the Jaguars' end, held in by the Sabres, come on goal to Golden. She'll direct it over to Spencer. Spencer back to Alex. Alex up the wing looking for Charlotte Belmont. The hat trick in the last game for Belmont, I think equaling her goal total from all of last year. So Charlotte off to puck out in front here. Point blank shot. Golden stops it out in front. Puck over to the corner. Alex will go to Spencer, D to D. Emily with a little bit of room. She'll skate it out of the zone. Pass misses for Belmont, but picked up in by Abelin carrying it in. Now Jaguars in the offensive zone for the first time tonight. Abelin up to the point. Shot coming in by Knudsen. Picked up. Abelin blows a tire in the corner. Shakopee will motor out now. Flanders tries to stop that rush, but Shakopee carries in. Puck right out in front. Squibs to Golden's side. She kicks it out. Flanders will clear out of the zone. Shakopee with a lot of pressure early on here, Jason.
Absolutely. They have been fast out here, but we're able to keep up. Jaguars are doing a great job.
Centering pass right out in front. Golden clears that to the corner. 6 shots now already for Shakopee early on here. Pass through the crease. Knudsen will pick that up. She'll chip it ahead. Hits a skate. Comes out to neutral ice. Kendall Elmquist has it chipped off her stick. Ahead comes Shakopee. Trineri on now. Third line getting their first shift here tonight. Trineri, Thornburg. Knudsen carrying it behind. Knudsen will work that puck out to the neutral zone now. Thornburg will come ahead with Elmquist over the line. Thornburg loses the puck. Shakopee bats it out, but here's Avery now on. Drops it back for Alex. Over to Emily. Alex, shot coming in, tipped in front. Avery Kapster getting a tip, but the shot ended up going wide. Avery loops with a little bit of room here, but puck is in her skates. She'll backhand it low. Allegra will chase. Allegra below the goal line, tries to get a centering pass to Avery, but collision in front. Avery with some room coming out. Shot off 2 goal posts. Loose in the crease. Alex coming in. Goalie's down. Jaguars peppering here. Taken down in the corner. We got a delayed penalty. Trip coming up to the Sabres. Jaguars with 2 or 3 good scoring chances there, Jason.
Absolutely. What an opportunity we had right there.
Alex
one off the post, over the shoulder there. Those are the ones you really like to see, those loose pucks going high up there.
I confess I initially thought it was in, the shot from Alex Kapsner. Instead it hit the upright on the goalie's right side, ricocheted across, came out to Alex Kapsner, who fired a one-timer. Goalie was down and out of position. A little bit of bad luck there, but now we go to the power play. Offensive zone face-off here. Held in by Oslin. We got the second unit out to start here. The second Abelin line with Belmont and Oslin, Flanders and Alex back on defense. Hard forecheck here by the Sabres. Force the Jaguars to come back and work for this one. They'll work it ahead now. 1:30 to go in the Jaguars' first power play of the night. Belmont will pick up, come through the neutral zone. She's got Oslin, but she'll send it to the side of the net, cleared behind by the Sabre player. Alex on the right half wall. Gets it to Charlotte. Charlotte loops, falls down and loses the puck, and Shakopee will come ahead now. They'll be content to drive it down and change. Golden will set that up with 1:10 to go here. Picked up by Flanders. Flanders indirect for Belmont. Belmont, blind backhand pass is picked off, and ahead comes Shakopee now. 2-on-2 with room. Golden directs that shot to the back wall. Jaguars haven't yet to get a set up on their power play here. Kuhn loses the puck. Shakopee races ahead. Shot to the side of the net. Directed behind the goal by Golden. Picked up by Avery. She works around the first forechecker. She'll come ahead with Kuhn and Jones. Avery down the right side. Has the puck taken off her stick as we hit the final 30 seconds of this initial power play for the Jaguars. We're scoreless, 10:30 into this first period. Puck out to the left point. Knudsen will take the room. Space coming in. Tries to sneak one 5-hole, but denied by the goalie. Kuhn will send one towards the front of the net. Looking for Jones on that right half wall. Indirect up to the point. Emily Spencer back to Jones. Back to Spencer. Spencer over to Knutson. Left point. Knutson looking for a tip. Puck is loose. Oh, Jones with the shot. Puck is loose. We have a goal. I think it's Ava Oslin in the front of the net. No, I think it's Avery Kapsner from Kylie Jones. The Jaguars on the board with a power play goal with 9:59 to go in the first period. It's 1-0 Jefferson.
Kurt, that first minute of the power play, we weren't able to get anything set up, but in that last 40 seconds, we kept it down in the offensive zone, and we had a lot of good shots on goal, and it resulted in a goal.
Avery through the celebration line first. We think that's who got it. There was traffic out in front. We'll wait for the official call. I think Jones will have an assist, but we'll see what they say. 9:59 to go here. Jaguars convert on the power play to take that 1-0 lead.
Scoring for the Jaguars, an even strength goal, number 28, Avery Kapsner. Assist on the play to number 13, Kylie Jones, and a second assist on a player to be determined. Time of the goal was 7-1.
They're going to call that an even strength goal. Jaguars won't be bothered by that. They're just happy to have the early lead.
Icing call there, Kurt. A little break in the action.
Jaguars take an icing call here. We're 9:33 to go here, about 8 minutes into this first period. Jaguars up 1-0 on the Shakopee Sabres. We'll get a face-off to Golden's right. Shots are 7-6 for Jefferson. Ablin will take this draw. Kind of scrum off the face-off. Directed in by Shakopee. Shot coming in. Golden with the save. Golden with the follow-up. She'll cover. Knutson and Flanders protecting the crease. We'll get another face-off. Couple pretty good scoring chances there by Shakopee, Jason.
Two quick shots there, but Chloe was not slowed down by that. She had no problem stopping those.
Ablin again on the draw. Flanders on that half wall will go behind her net. Misses for Knutson here. Chipped ahead by Oslin. Out come the Jaguars. Oh! Ablin takes a big shoulder in the neutral zone. Nobody saw it, though. That probably should have been a penalty. Refs missed it. Flanders off the stick of Oslin. A lot of play here in the Jaguars' defensive zone. Breakouts to this point have not been very crisp. We'll have to get that cleaned up. Work it out to the neutral zone. Shakopee attempts to clear it in. A couple players wave at it and miss. Flanders to Knutson now with some room. She'll go ahead to Ablin. Ablin whistles it in from the neutral zone, directed to the corner by the Sabre goaltender. Trineri on now in the far corner. Works it ahead to Alex. Alex back to Thornburg below the goal line. Thornburg tries to make a move to the middle. Off her stick. Picked up by Trineri. Trineri will go left point high to Spencer. She fires it out of the zone. Got to get back now. Picked up by Shakopee. They come ahead, but they're offside at the line.
You mentioned maybe that missed penalty against Ablin, and this has really been a physical game. We've seen a lot of contact between Shakopee and Bloomington.
Face off in the neutral zone here. 18:10 to go in a first period that's candidly probably been owned by Shakopee more so than Jefferson, but Jefferson with the 1-0 lead at this point. Spencer will go behind her goal line. Chips it to Alex. Alex tries to return it to Spencer, but comes up to Shakopee. Shot wide of the net. It will ricochet to the other corner. Trineri moves it to Alex. Alex got a little room here, but turns it over for a moment. Picked up by Emily. Emily will golf it off the boards. Cleared low around the boards by Elmquist. Her line mates, indeed all four of the remaining Jaguars changing behind her. Puck held in briefly by Flanders at the line, but carried out by Shakopee. Jones with the stick lift, steals that puck, gets it out to Knutson at the point. Oh, Avery with a deft little tip there, goes just wide. Flanders trying to hold that crease, comes out to neutral zone. Jaguars will regroup. Knutson at center ice. She'll send it low. Jaguars will forecheck. 7 minutes to go here. Allegra Kuhn hunting that puck. Jones alongside, carried out by Shakopee. They come ahead 3-on-3 over the line, down the Flanders side, a drop pass there. Jones swoops in to pick that puck up. Jones looking for a pass, that's picked off. In comes Shakopee. Shot block there by Knutson. Puck rolls in right in front. Golden with the save, directs it to the corner. Puck out in front. Oh! Shakopee centering pass, hits the skate, goes in, and they tie it up 1-1. Bad break for the Jaguars there.
Bad break is right. That was just a loose puck that took the wrong ricochet.
It was an attempted clear, or possibly a centering pass that just hit a random skate in the crease. Golden didn't see it, and it scooted by her. Shakopee ties this game at 1-1. We're 6:38 remaining in the first period. Shots are 10-8 for the Sabres. Jaguars off this faceoff. Emily Knutson carries in, directs one on net. Belmont in the corner, fighting for it. Abelin loses it. Ahead comes Shakopee. Back checking is Oslin. Jaguars are back there. Oslin sweeps that puck to the boards, but collected by Shakopee. They gain the line. Alex Kapsner there will chip it ahead, try to get it out. She does. Jaguars just off the stick of Belmont there. Possible 2-on-1 there ahead. Belmont been able to hold on to it, but pass was a little hot. Abelin forechecking here now. Shakopee will come around there. Net, come out with speed down the right side. Chaneri pinches that player off, but she picks up the puck and will send it below. Shakopee will go out to the point. Puck comes off a skate, now chipped into the slot. Oh, out! Narrowly avoided scoring chance there for the Jaguars. Shakopee, they have some scorers who can hurt you, we've seen, Jason.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing that. We got shots on goal at 10 for Shakopee, 8 for Bloomington.
Shakopee ahead now over the line. Player will pull up and cycle low. Picked up by Knutson. She works it ahead, looking for Elmquist, but taken away. Shakopee now, right circle, Golden glove save. Goes behind the net, and we're going to have another penalty on the Jaguars. It looks like Kendall Elmquist being called maybe for a hook. I didn't see the call.
I think it was a hook on Elmquist. Yep, that's correct. Shakopee definitely continues to control the puck in this game. We're spending a lot of time in the defensive zone.
Really, outside of that power play that the Jaguars scored on just as the power play expired, most of the play has been down to our right in our defensive zone. Jaguars will have to kill this penalty now. They'll send out Jones, the two Kapsners, and Flanders to try to get this kill. Puck behind the cage, picked up by Shakopee. They'll get set up here with 5 minutes to go in the first period. Right on the doorstep, Shakopee shot. Golden with the save, directed wide. Fighting for it is Alex, but picked up by the Sabres. They'll cycle it below. Out to the half wall on the left side, center point high now. 1:30 to go in this Shakopee's second power play of the game. Centering pass to the middle, saved by Golden, cleared to the corner by Avery. Good work there by Avery. She's got some room to skate this out. She'll take the room with Jones over the line. Avery, good work, good penalty kill there by Avery. Allows a couple of the Jaguar penalty killers to change behind. Shakopee gains possession now, and we will get an icing if it reaches. It just does. 1:02 to go in this penalty kill for the Jaguars. 4:13 to go in the period. The Jaguars in a 1-1 tie with Shakopee, killing off the second penalty of the game. This one on Kendall Elmquist. Kylie Jones back on to take the faceoff. She wins it, but nobody home to collect that faceoff win. So ahead comes Shakopee. Knutson standing up the blue line there, able to clear that puck down the ice. Shakopee now retreating behind their net. They'll try to come out with 45 seconds remaining. Pass up ahead. Shakopee gains the zone. Shot deflected by Spencer. Golden with the blocker save. Shakopee has it below the goal line. Centering pass out to the point. D to D for Shakopee. Fanned on a one-timer. Avery will chase it. She'll be in a battle there. Away comes the Sabre with the puck. Centering. Puck out high. Puck in on Golden. She saves it. Cleared to the corner by Avery. Battling there is Knutson. Shakopee emerges just 7 seconds to go here in the penalty. Elmquist ready to leave the box. Shakopee, good hard shot coming in. Avery blocks it. Jaguars are full strength, but they're going to need to get that puck and get it cleared before Shakopee gets another scoring chance. Jones will bat it to the corner. Most of these killers have been on for the entire 2 minutes now. A 2-on-2 battle. Knutson will chase in the corner. Let's see if she just clears it out. She does. Kuhn's on for the Jaguars. Kuhn will pick up, chips it towards the center. Puck will go on the Sabre net, move it to one of her defensemen. 2:42, another good penalty kill for the Jaguars, Jason. 2
successful penalty kills there. This one looked a lot better than the first one, so I think we're waking up here in the game and really building some speed.
Belmont below the goal finds Abelin. Abelin with some room. This second line has been buzzing all year for the Jaguars. Flanders, shot wide. Looking for a tip maybe, and Shakopee's going to have to ice this puck.
Yep.
Certainly, when in terms of scoring, the second line of Abelin, Belmont, and Oslin has been the most productive through these 3 games, and they had a good stretch right there. One of the few good offensive stretches we've seen in this first period for the Jaguars, Jason. Face-off now in the offensive zone. Oslin clears it behind the net. Belmont held in, but it comes out to the neutral zone now. Jaguars will have to get back. Shakopee comes ahead. Possible 2-on-1 here. Puck going in on Golden. Point blank shot. Golden with 2 saves. Jaguars lost a little bit of contain there on that rush. Shot to the net off a skate. Flanders will pick up. She'll be able to skate that out. Goes cross ice to Abelin. Abelin loses it now. Turned over. Ahead comes the Sabres. Down the right side. Shot. Golden with the save. Sabre player goes down. Belmont with some room to skate it out. She makes one miss. She's alone now. Belmont. Slap shot hits the Shakopee defenseman, and Shakopee will come ahead. 1:30 to go in the first period. 1-1 from the Bloomington Ice Garden. Knutson with a shot block there. Carried ahead by Avery now. Out of the zone. Avery over the line with Kuhn. Kuhn breaking to the net. Jones will collect. Try to take it low, but loses the puck to Shakopee. There's Avery. Just over a minute to go here. Shakopee will break it out. They'll come over the red line. Spencer, shot block, deflects it to the corner. Emily will pick up, but loses it to Shakopee now. Jaguars looking a little tired. Got to get through this period without further damage. 50 seconds to go. Puck tried to be chipped out by Shakopee. Avery with some room. Skates it ahead there. Knutson will send it forward, but onto a Sabre stick. Into the zone they come around Spencer trying to catch up. They get around her. Shakopee dangerous here in the final 30 seconds. Center point high. Shot coming in. Blocked by Avery. Spencer tries to get it back to her, but can't. Good stick there by Knutson. Gets it to Avery, and Avery will be able to skate it out with just 20 seconds to go here. Shot coming in with a purpose, directed to the corner by the Sabre goaltender. Battle in the corner is final 10 seconds of the period. Abelin on for the Jaguars. Tries to get it to Knutson. Knutson will chip it low. Carried out by Shakopee. We've got another penalty here. I'm not sure. Is that going to go on the Sabres? Or no? It looks like yet another penalty on the Jaguars. Charlotte Belmont guilty of the hook. With 1 second remaining in the period, Jason, this has been kind of a parade to the penalty box for the Jaguars.
1 second remaining. It's going to be a tough start to the second period for us.
The Sabres have pulled their goalie with just 1 second remaining. Impossible for the Jaguars to score, so they're going to be looking for a quick shot. They get one right off the faceoff. Golden stops that, and wow, that should be 18 shots on goal for the Sabres, doubling up the Jaguars' total of 9 in this first period. Jason, we got to... what I'm seeing is we're just struggling to break out of our zone, and we'll have to get that cleaned up in the second period.
I agree. We're going to see some new players in the second period. Not sure who they'll put on, but we do have to get that puck out of our defensive zone. I'm not sure if that's just crisper passes or a little more speed, but SHAKOPEE has really been reading the Bloomington plays very well and really holding us down in the defensive zone, giving a lot more work to our goalie, Chloe.
So we will take a break. We'll mute our mics here. Of course, they resurface after every period of the varsity game. After one, the Jaguars and the SHAKOPEE Sabres locked in a 1-1 tie. Come back with us for the second period. You're listening to Jaguars Hockey.
49, and then the Jaguars, Charlotte Belmont here at the end of the period, 16:50.
just about ready for the start of the second period here. The Shakopee Sabres coming on to the ice. They'll be followed by the Jefferson Jaguars, serenaded by the JHS Pep Band under the direction of Jeff Levine. Really like, some of my favorite games of the year when that Pep Band is here. A lot of kids, they got homework, they got a test tomorrow, but nevertheless, they show up and play for their classmates. There they go into the fight song for the Jaguars, the victors. We've heard it once already on the Avery Capster goal, Jason. Hopefully we can hear it a time or two in this second period. But first we're going to have to kill off a penalty to Charlotte Belmont that still has it, either a minute 59 or 2 minutes remaining.
We do hope to hear that song again, but we have an uphill battle here in the first 2 minutes of the second period as we kill off this penalty. But both of our penalty kills have looked good tonight. They were successful for us, so I look to see that to keep happening, and we'll keep building speed as the game goes on.
We certainly have successfully killed both of them off. Haven't been extremely successful in clearing the puck, relieving the pressure out of our zone. It's mostly been sort of the ability to keep the Sabres on the perimeter, limiting them to too many super high danger shots, although they certainly have some of them too. Teams will switch ends here in the long change second period. Jaguars still meeting at their bench. Something new this year, the Jaguars apparently have decided to claim the other bench, which historically has been the visitor bench. Second game in a row here that the Jaguars have elected to reside on that bench, so perhaps that'll be a trend that continues. Penalty killers out here for the Jaguars. Avery and Alex Kapsner, twin sister seniors. Senior co-captain Kylie Jones and Vea Flanders. Puck taken into the zone by the Sabres. Second period underway here. Regrouping in the neutral zone. They'll carry in. Sent deep. Flanders is back on it. Will she be able to get it out? She rings it, but not quite hard enough. Held in just on the right point there by Shakopee. Bring it to the left side. Working in left wing circle. Shot gets through to Golden. Kicked out. Cleared up to a vacant right wing, but Shakopee is there. We got a cross-check penalty on the Sabres. That'll even things up here, Jason, and we will go 4-on-4. I did not see the penalty, but...
I didn't see the penalty either, but looks like luck is coming Bloomington's way, or at least the tides are turning a little bit.
Something in front of the net, I suspect. That'll bring the face-off all the way down the ice. We'll play 4-on-4 for a minute 25 here, and then the Jaguars will have a brief 35-second power play. Got a whistle here. I don't think one of the refs was ready for play, so he will make them drop this puck again. Left wing circle, Kylie Jones take the face-off. Sabre player sent out of the circle. She'll have to... Shot coming in. Oh, on goal, saved by the goalie. That was left point from Flanders. Ahead comes Shakopee with speed now, trying to split our defense. They'll send it down off the stick of Golden. 4-on-4 here. Flanders, that's Alex, maybe narrowly avoiding a trip there. Lucky to see the arm of the referee stay down on that one. Shakopee will hold in at the line. They'll work it around. 4-on-4. Left wing circle with some room. Stick check by Avery. Puck comes through the crease. Picked up by Jones. She'll head north. Jones and Avery. 2-on-2. Kylie reverses. D changing behind. Out to the point. Knutson shot intercepted. Cleared ahead. Knutson prevents that breakout pass. She'll carry ahead now, but has a puck knocked off her stick. Spencer will tap it into the zone. 25 seconds remaining. 4-on-4 here. Tipped ahead by Shakopee. That should be icing, and we will get the call.
Sometimes these 4-on-4 plays really kind of open up the ice and get the players skating a lot harder. See a little bit of a different transformation between the teams. And hopefully we can capitalize on that.
That's a good point. We've not played 4-on-4 often this year, but we've got 18 seconds more of it now with a face-off in the offensive zone, but Shakopee will come away with it. They'll exit, lose the puck off their stick. Knutson sends it up to Shakopee. Shakopee carries in now. Little bit of a resistance there provided by Knutson. Evelyn will pick up. Has her pass hit a skate. She'll reverse and go behind her net. Evelyn gets it over to Spencer now. Jaguars on a brief 30-second power play here. Spencer looking for Kuhn. Tries to get it to Evelyn. Evelyn will bat it forward, but Shakopee's back on it, and they'll wing it around and held in. Oslin just unable to hold that in. Jaguars will regroup here. Emily has it. Goes indirect, but that misses. Sent ahead now for a break for the Sabres. In on goal, and she clears it out. Jaguars beaten on the power play there, narrowly avoiding a shorthanded disaster. Belmont coming in, has her shot, hit a skate. Rebound off the back end boards. Oslin with the shot. We get a whistle. The ref saying it out. Jaguars think the puck is in. Refs waving off any potential goal with the safe side. And we're going to get now they dig the goal out of the net. What'd you see, Jason?
I'm not quite sure. I think he's going to say he blew the whistle before the puck had gone in. Even though it wasn't secured by the goalie. It was just a call on his part that the whistle blew, and that was the
Coach Johnson asking for an explanation at the bench. We saw a couple of Columbia Blue sweaters raise their arms to the rafters, thinking they had taken a 2-1 lead. That was quickly doused by the referee on the spot, waving off that goal. So both teams full strength now. We'll try to get back to a more normal 5-on-5 rotation here. Jaguars, Carmen Melnichuk seeing her first varsity action this season, number 16, on for the Jaguars on a third line here with Elmquist and Lola Herman. We got Alex and Flanders on defense for the Jaguars. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Puck hits Melnichuk's skates and it'll deflect all the way back into the Shakopee zone. Good forechecking pressure here for a bit by the third line, but ahead comes Shakopee now. 13:40 to go in the second period. Alex Kapsner gives the Shakopee Sabre a hard ride down those boards. Out come the Jaguars. Elmquist now over the line. Elmquist will carry in. She'll pull up, look for some help, gets it to Jones. Jones works it over to Spencer. Spencer on her backhand, back to Jones. Jones around a Sabre to the corner. Jones trying to go behind the net, pinched off by the Sabre defenseman. Shakopee will work it out now, and ahead they come. Possible 3-on-2. Back checking is Avery. Spencer able to deflect that puck to the corner. Nicely played by Emily. She'll emerge with it. Chips it ahead. Clearing attempt initially doesn't get out. Shakopee will work it back low. Jones will go indirect behind her net for Knutson. Knutson chip it ahead, looking for Avery. Avery on her backhand, loses it. 12:45 to go. 1-1 here. Third game of the season. Shakopee's initial game of the year. Jaguars already in their third game. Shot on goal. Golden will kick to the sideboards. Spencer chasing. She'll go behind her net to Knutson. Knutson turns it over. Pass out in front. Just misses there. Nobody in front for the Jaguars that could use a change here. Puck below the goal line. Shot coming out right in front. Spencer with the block. Chipped ahead. Jaguars got to clear the zone here. They lose it. Shakopee comes ahead. In alone. Chip to the side of the goal.
We're in a dangerous situation here, Kurt. We might just need an icing out of this.
Got to take those clearing attempts when they arise. Puck bouncing around here. Picked up by Jones. Let's see if she can clear it. She makes a reverse miss. She'll have the opportunity here. Tipped ahead by Avery. Kuhn racing for it. Kuhn racing for it. Jaguars changing 4 players behind. Allegra wins that race. Pulled down in the corner, but not enough to be called a penalty. Shakopee will come ahead. Tipped by Alex.
Allegra clears the zone just in time for that one.
Jaguars playing with fire a little bit here. Belmont chips it low for the Jaguars. 11:30 to go. Charlotte will win that race to the corner. Centering pass out in front. Pounced on by the Sabre goaltender. We'll get a offensive zone face-off to the goalies left. 11:24 here to go in the second period. Score is 1-1. The shots are 21-10 for Shakopee.
Starting to see a little more back and forth on the ice, which is good. I think we're really connecting our passes now. Maybe those fresh legs in the second period have helped us out.
Abelin, face-off win, tries to find Alex, directed towards the net by Alex. She and Flanders changing sides in the D zone. Flanders will get it to Osland. Ozzy in the corner. Ozzy to the middle, looking for Abelin in the slot. Puck is intercepted. Osland back on it though, throws it through the crease. Shakopee collects, they'll try to get it out. Abelin holds it in. Sent below, good pressure here by that second line for Jefferson. Osland on it in the corner. Couple players change. Battle below the goal line, picked up by the Sabre defenseman. Outlet pass is cleared out to neutral zone. Spencer will pick up, go across the way for Flanders. Flanders loses it now. Shakopee in, 2-on-1, centering pass. Oh, Golden with the save. Away come the Jaguars. Turnover there, almost dangerous again. We're scrambling a bit, Jason. Cleared in by the Sabres. Back on it is Flanders. She'll go behind her cage. Chipped out ahead. Herman tries to swat at it, but that puck hops off her stick. Spencer will pick up. Clear it out to the left point, but intercepted by Shakopee. Spencer battling, causes a turnover. Picked up by Abelin, back to Spencer. Spencer chips it ahead, not out. There's Osland able to muscle it out to the neutral zone, and now Osland will pick up. She's at the end of her shift. She'll throw it in on net. Kind of a knuckleball, but the Sabre goalie forced to catch and hold, and we'll get a face-off.
It's been a fast-moving game again now. We're doing pretty good. Still not making those clean passes that we need to make.
Melnichuk in at center on this adjusted third line. Shot coming in by Herman. Seeing some jump with this adjusted third line here now. Elmquist battling in the corner. There's Melnichuk to cause a turnover. Cleared in briefly by Alex. Shakopee will chip it out. They'll try to come down the left side in front of us now. Alex says, I'm going to cut that off. Melnichuk trying to prevent the move to the center now. Shakopee, left point high. Over to an empty wing. Nobody there but Jaguars. Picked up by Herman. She'll come ahead with Elmquist, but they're at the end of the shift, and they'll dump it low and change. Melnichuk still hustling on that forecheck. Shakopee causes a turnover. Avery out in front. Centering pass for Kuhn. Had her stick lifted. Knutson will work it to Kuhn. Kuhn loses it. Trip. Shakopee will need to take an icing here. Good shift by the Jaguars there with that second line, Jason, but it all started with the third line, the shift before that.
Yep. They were working hard. They pressed hard the whole time. We had Melnichuk out there. She stayed with it, allowed the change to happen, and then that second line came in and put the pressure on.
Jaguars will come back with that top line now. Kylie Jones, Avery, and Allegra on her wings. We got a whistle. I think the referee is not going to allow that change because Spencer was late trying to get off. Referee says you have to wait till that puck is dropped, then you can change. That's what they'll do. Kuhn whistles a shot just over, high and wide over the goalie. Avery trying to hold in on the near wall there. Picked up by Kylie Jones. Has a puck knocked off her stick. It'll come back to Flanders. Shot out in front, looking for a tip. Oh, there's Kuhn on the doorstep, batting at it. Big scrum in front of the net. Avery swoops in. She's got it. Avery to the middle. Goalie down. Blocker save to the corner. Some of the best pressure for the Jaguars these last 3 minutes, Jay. Cleared high, held in by Knutson. She'll fire it on net. Rebound goes behind, picked up by Avery. 8 minutes to go here, second period. Evenly played game. Right now, Knutson shot coming in is intercepted, and in comes Flanders. Shots deflected. Jaguars with pressure. Players down all over the ice. Flanders will clear it low. 7:52 to go. 1-1 here at the Bloomington Ice Garden. Shakopee and Bloomington, two old rivals, locking horns here early in this 24-25 season. Puck comes out to the point. Flanders will send it wide. Stick to the corner by the goalie. Picked up by Osland. Osland out in front. Off a skate. Flanders. Shot tipped. Out in front. Goes just wide. Picked up and cleared out by Shakopee. We should have an icing here. Kept looking for an arm to go up. Our players were being taken down, Jason, but no call forthcoming.
What a different second period this is. We are really putting the pressure on, and we are keeping in the offensive zone. I feel a goal coming here pretty soon.
Shots are 22-14 now for Shakopee. Face off in the offensive zone. Abelin wins it to Alex with a shot right off the drop. Stick to side into the corner. Oslin centering pass, looking out in front. Tied up there was Avery Capster. Pardon me, that was Belmont. Shakopee's got a little bit of room now. Now it's Shakopee who's having trouble clearing their defensive zone. Jaguars steal it again. Puck to the crease. Cleared to the corner by the defenseman. Belmont working hard in the corner. Sends it out front. Oslin has it taken away, and ahead comes Shakopee now. Possible 3-on-2. Jaguars got to get back. Shot coming in. Golden blocker save. Directed over the cage. Picked up in the corner. Centering pass. Alex is there. Alex wins a battle, works it up to Oslin. Can she get it out? No, she cannot. Picked up by Shakopee. Stick to head, right wing circle. Shot coming in, blocked by Spencer. Another kicked out by Golden. Shot coming in. Golden again catches and holds against her chest. That stung Spencer. She's trying to skate that off, but boy, that hurts when you get hit in the skate by those shots.
Oh, yeah. Yep. There's not a lot of protection at the top of that skate.
That won't be.
You're going to feel that.
That won't be anything out of the ordinary for Emily. Any defenseman, you're blocking shots. I mean, you eat pucks for breakfast. I say at home, but that's what you love as a defenseman. Keeping that puck away from your goalie. Lola Herman now down the right side. Third line on for the Jaguars. Last time they were on, they lit a spark. Here comes Melnichuk through the neutral zone. Melnichuk into the zone. Shot coming in. Blocker aside by the Shakopee goalie. Held in at the point by Knutson. Her shot hits Herman's skate. Melnichuk battling 1-on-2. Shakopee will emerge. Get the red line and dump it low. Golden has that puck right the dasher. Able to set it up though for Flanders, but chipped off her stick. Shakopee engaged out in front. Cleared out of harm's way by Knutson. There's out to the point. Shakopee cycling. 5:45 to go here in a more evenly played first period than the second period. Narrowly averted scoring chance there as the puck comes right through the zone and goes all the way down the ice. Shakopee changing. Flanders taken down. Puck at center ice. Back for Jones. She'll pick up over to Knutson. Knutson, puck intercepted. Carried in by Shakopee. Jaguars are wavering a little bit here. Flanders will send it indirect out to the zone. Flanders picks up. He's got to wait for Kuhn to clear. She does. Flanders over the line. Can't lose it there. Ahead comes Shakopee. In alone on Golden. Shakopee coming in. Back check by Avery Capster. Prevents a scoring chance. Getting sloppy here out in front. Flanders picks up. Gets it to Kuhn. Kuhn will backhand that out. Kind of fire wagon the last couple minutes, Jason.
It's been some action. A lot of back and forth. That's a lot of hard skating for both teams.
Shakopee will ice the puck here, and we will go to the other end. But not only did they nearly have a breakaway, they would have had a 2-on-0 had the Shakopee forward player not fallen down. We did have strong back checking come back and prevent the scoring chance. But, geez, that's got to cause some heart palpitations on the defensive bench for the Jaguars. Abelin on the faceoff here. Spencer fans on the one-timer off the faceoff. Taken by Shakopee. They'll clear it around. Pinched by Alex. Puck comes center point high and carried out by Shakopee. There's Abelin. Causes a turnover. She missed the seal. Will direct one in on net. Easily saved by the goalie. Shakopee clears it out. Held by Alex. Puck comes out now. Jaguars really pinching with their defenseman. Oslin gets it over to Abelin. Abelin will send it wide, and she'll chase. Backhand on net. Rebound is there, but we get a quick whistle. Belmont battling out in front. Second time that Shakopee maybe has gotten a quick whistle, Jason.
Yeah, that's good pressure again on that blue line. We were in, we were out, but we kept it alive, and we got some more shots on goal. We're really closing that gap on the goal. Shots on goal, 18 for Bloomington, 24 for Shakopee.
Kylie Jones, Allegra Kuhn, and Avery Capsner out on this draw. Spencer and Alex on defense. Jones, throw one through the crease. Nobody home for the Jaguars. SHAKOPEE tries to clear, but Alex holds it in, gets it to Jones. Jones makes one miss, tries to get it to Kuhn, who's posted up in the slot, but Spencer briefly tried to clear it ahead, but SHAKOPEE comes ahead now. Possible 2-on-1. Alex gets in the way, kicks it to the corner. Alex picks up now. Send it rink wide for twin sister Avery. Avery's there. She'll try to chip around and get past, but Jaguars again caught out of position. Ahead comes SHAKOPEE. Oh, what's going on here? Shot, Golden, the big save. Cleared out high. SHAKOPEE, center point high, comes in. Golden will glove and hold. This long change of the second period, you have to be so careful about changing if that puck is not sent deep. Jaguars almost were burned there, Jace.
We were saved by the speed of number 36, Allegra Kuhn. She was able to get back and kind of shut down that play. Otherwise, we were in trouble on that one.
3:16 to go here. The score is 1-1. SHAKOPEE face off. Somebody's lost the glove. Wide open net. Golden with the save. Puck's in wide. Elmquist has got to pick that glove up or she's going to get a penalty playing without the equipment. I don't think she knows the rule. Herman tries to clear it out. So far, as of yet, the refs have not seen it. Now she'll pick it up. Knutson sends it ahead. No, she still has not picked up her glove. This is dangerous, too. We got to just take an icing. Flanders tries to clear it out. Shot coming in. Oh, puck loose in the crease. Golden there and gets the cover. Maybe I don't know my rules because there must not have been a penalty because the ref is picking the glove up now.
I'm not sure on that one. We're going to have to look that one up and see. But clearly the refs did not think that was a problem.
The SHAKOPEE bench doesn't seem to. So we'll flag the announcer for that one. Puck in just 2.5 minutes to go here now. SHAKOPEE winning most of the faceoffs tonight, it would seem. Alex blocks the centering pass. She's got some room now. She'll skate it ahead. Tries to get it to Belmont, but picked off by Sabres. Spencer will drive it ahead. Picked up by Abel, and Abel tries to make a move to the middle. Backhanded out to neutral by SHAKOPEE. Spencer back on it. Ahead, but onto the stick of the Sabre. They'll turn it around and come back, but intercepted by Belmont. She'll drive it off the Sabre defenseman's stick low. Under 2 minutes to go, second period. 1-1 here. Shots are 29-18 for the Sabres. They come ahead 3-on-2. Down the left side. Off Golden's stick. Save. Golden, 2 pad saves. Jaguars kind of looking for the puck. Cleared to the corner by Flanders. SHAKOPEE, though, winning all the races now. Come right out in front off Golden's pad. She makes 2 saves, 3 saves. We get a whistle, finally.
That's a lot of pressure on our goalie. We're getting lucky on those. I think we're seeing a lot more shots now. SHAKOPEE's picking up some speed again here in the second half of the second period.
Like a prize fighter against the ropes in the final minute of a match, the Jaguars are it seems like they're trying to be saved by the bell here. Just a minute 32 to go here. Rather amazing that we remain tied at 1-1. Now face off to Golden's left. Won again by the Sabres. They'll cycle it low. Jones trying to steal that puck. She's battling in the corner. Alex will swoop in but loses it. Up to Kuhn. Kuhn in a battle along the half wall. Picked up by the Sabres. Centering pass. Good stick by Alex, working all the way to the top of the D zone. Able to direct that puck out to neutral. Jaguars, off their own skate. Now they'll have to retreat back. Down to a minute to go here. Flanders to Alex. Has it taken away out in front. Jaguars got to be careful. Right to the front of the goal. Jaguars are going to take another penalty here with under a minute to go. Finally get the whistle, but not dissimilar to the end of the first period. We take a penalty. Now this one, more excusable because we were under heavy pressure in our defensive zone, but it looks like Kylie Jones guilty of a hook, and she'll go to the penalty box. An important penalty killer for the Jaguars here going to be in the box.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of penalties out of Jones. She's not known for going to the penalty box, but we have seen a couple hooks here tonight. I'm not sure what's going on with that.
Kuhn will take her place in the penalty-killing center role here. 48 seconds to go here. Shakopee on their 4th power play of the night to the Jaguars' single attempt. Golden with the save on the one-timer from the left wing circle. Shakopee still with possession. Shot hits one of their own players. Friendly fire, but they'll pick up. Final 25 seconds here. Work it left wing circle. Walking in, shot hits Golden in the chest. She'll catch and hold for her 34th save of the night on 35 shots. 21 seconds to go here. Jaguars will slow change this change a little bit here. Get Elmquist on as Kuhn goes off. Try to get out of this period without any damage. Shakopee, broken record, another face-off win. Work it to the side of the net. Golden had that crease sealed off. She kicks it to the corner, but again they come center into the left wing circle. Shot blocked by Avery. Final 5 seconds. Centering pass. Golden with the safe shot out in front. Puck to the net. Golden sprawls to prevent it. A puck goes in after the whistle. Quickly waved off by the referee. And wow. Hey, I mentioned Saved by the Bell. That was a Saved by the Bell boxing reference.
Yep.
Not an 80s sitcom reference, but a boxing reference. And the Jaguars will be thrilled to get to the locker room here, tied 1-1, because they're being dominated in shots to the tune of 37-18.
We did not have a second to spare there. That was a close call. But once again, we're going to have to start the third period in a power play situation. Uphill battle. Clearly
after the whistle, though, no argument from the visitors' bench there.
No.
Jaguars will go to the locker room for the final break of the night. It's 1-1 after 2 periods. We will take a break. Come back for the third period. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Jaguars Hockey. we bring you back here a little bit early on the Jaguars broadcast so that you get to hear the final performance of this Jefferson High School pep band. They will launch into the school fight song as the Jaguars hit the ice. We're about to start the third period here at the Bloomington Ice Garden. Jaguars in the midst of another penalty kill. If that sounds familiar, it's because that's where we were after the first period. Let's hope we can successfully kill this one off in like manner that we did last period, Jay.
Yeah, another uphill battle for a minute and 12 seconds to the start of this third period. And despite the fact that we spent most of the time in our defensive zone, we have held the score to 1-1. A good tie for us. So
we saw periods or portions of that second period, I should say, where the Jaguars developed some offensive push. We saw them be able to hold the puck in. We saw them getting shots on goal. There was a stretch in the middle of the period where that was occurring, but that kind of dissipated and evaporated towards the end.
Yep, and we invite our own trouble with the penalties, but so far our penalty kills we've been doing well with. I don't know if we just like playing 4-on-5 and like the challenge, but we should see a couple more sets of fresh legs out here this third period again, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. That's a new change this year. A lot of up and down migration between the JV team and the varsity team. And, I think it's great. I think it drives competition. I think it's motivating for players on JV, and I think we're seeing some of the positive results of it, and we'll just have to see what this third period brings. 17 minutes on the board. Jaguars in a 1-1 tie. The shots are 37 for the Sabres, 18 for the Jaguars. Chloe Golden, a consecutive, very strong performance here in net for the Jaguars. She'll skate off to the net to our right. Jaguars will break the huddle with Allegra Kuhn, the two Capsners, and Vea Flanders on the penalty kill. That's been kind of a standard lineup we've seen today, Jason. They've done a good job.
They do work well together, and I think it's well-deserved. For you fans listening at home, I am trying to keep track of the time on our broadcast. It's not always synced, but I'm doing my best, so bear with me as we get adjusted here.
Yeah, so we recognize that our camera doesn't always pick up the time on the stadium scoreboards, so we have this application that allows us to keep time, but it's not electronically synced, so we have to manually do it. With that said, the puck is down. Jaguars back in their defensive zone, trying to clear it ahead is Flanders. Collected by the Sabres, they'll bring it into on the goal line. Shot coming in, pops in the air. Golden with the save. Played with the high stick by the Sabres. Not a penalty, but we will bring that faceoff all the way down the ice, Jason. You caught that one.
Yeah, we saw that happen right away, and I was hoping the refs caught it. When I look back, they were definitely... You don't see that call often, but it's so tempting to chase that puck when it goes up in the air. Yeah,
you just have to grip that stick tightly and just watch as that puck flutters down to get below the height of the crossbar, which is the height that allows you to legally play the puck. Now, with 45 seconds to go in this penalty kill for Jefferson, picked up by Alex. Oh, she sends it looking for Avery. There won't be icing because we're shorthanded. Avery trying to drain off a little bit more time. Does nicely, picks up that puck. Avery, good battle there on the forecheck. Finally taken off the puck by the Shakopee player, and they'll come ahead. Just 20 seconds to go here. Shakopee will hit the line with some speed down that right side. Forced wide by Flanders, go behind the net. Shakopee maintains possession. 10 seconds to go here. Over to the right wing circle. Shakopee moving to the middle. One-timer coming in here, easily held by Golden. Jaguars clear just before the time expires, no icing. Jones is out of the box. Jaguars full strength. 15:40 to go here. A 1-1 tie at the Bloomington Ice Garden.
Excited to see what this full-strength team can do in the third period.
Avery wheels to the middle. This iconic arena, Bloomington Ice Garden, in her final year before she's retired. She's not completely going away, but she'll come back in another iteration after the remodel. It'd be great to have a great season here for the Jaguars. Kalina Walsh now on defense for the Jaguars, getting a period up at varsity. She steps in to neutralize that, chased ahead by Shakopee. Back is Spencer, chipped ahead by the Sabre onto the stick of Austin. Austin turns it over though, picked up by a Sabre with speed, looping. Step up, don't let this girl shoot. Chipped it back, stick check by Jones. Shakopee cycling with speed, 14:50 to go here. Oh, works around a Sabre, but a stick lift by Kylie. Gets that puck to the corner. Kylie Jones now will throw it through the middle and it will come out to center ice. Sabres work it ahead. They carry into the zone. Shot blocked by Jones up front. Skated out by Walsh now. Kalina Walsh ahead over the blue line. The sophomore defenseman spins with the puck, looking for somebody to get in front, but unable to. Carried ahead by Shakopee down the left side to the middle. Chloe Golden reaches out. Glove save. Wasn't sure that she had it, but she'll get a whistle and we'll get a face-off with 14:16 to go here, Jay.
What Kurt was mentioning a little earlier is that Rink 1 here, this will be our final season on Rink 1, and there'll be a major remodel over the summer and the ice will be shut down.
And then the high school rink will move to what is currently called Rink 3. Play in the defensive zone here. Shakopee trying to work the puck low. Third line on for the Jaguars. Melnichuk, Elmquist, and try to catch that third Jaguar. It looks like Thornburg back out for the third period for the Jaguars. Jaguars will work it out to center now. Thornburg on the forecheck. Shakopee avoids that. They'll golf it low. It'll go behind the net. Back on it is Flanders. Flanders double teamed below the goal line. She's got Melnichuk with her now. Flanders still battling, able to chip it to the far boards, looking for Thornburg, but intercepted by Shakopee. One of their skaters goes down, looking to draw a penalty. Not this time. Jaguars come ahead. Oh, that was close to... that was so dangerous. You get those plays in front of the bench, you got players starting to come on, and then it's so tempting for the player who was initially going to go off to play it. Jaguars avoid the infraction. Shakopee carries ahead. Oh, careful, Alex. She kind of drives a girl into the boards, but we avoid a penalty here. Jason, you said it earlier. It has been a physical game.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of contact on both sides.
Held in at the line by the Sabres. They'll drive it low. Alex will chase. Go behind her net. She loses her feet. Cleared ahead, but not out. Puck loose in the crease. Battling for it. There is Walsh. She'll get it to the corner. Try to find Kuhn up the side. Kuhn in the corner. Kalina battling. Good pass. Tape to tape on the stick of Alex, and she'll work it out to the neutral zone. But all the pressure so far this period by Shakopee, Jason. We've not been in the offensive zone yet.
No, we're seeing the same as period 1 and period 2. Do have an icing call here, though.
Get an icing call on the Sabres. That'll bring the face-off down to Shakopee's end. I feel like there's goals and scoring chances to be had if we can get shots on net, but we're sitting at 18 shots where we've been for quite a long time, while Shakopee has now gotten up to 40. Face-off, Kira Abel, and she wins it now. Over to Flanders, but turned over. Flanders recovers and gets it back to Oslin. Oslin, centering pass. Oh, Abelin was there in the crease, but chopped off her stick by the Sabre defenseman. Spencer with the pinch. Now we got to get back. Shakopee comes ahead, goes around Abelin. Picked up by Flanders. Is it going to get out? Yes, it is. Chipped ahead by Oslin. Oslin for Abelin looking for Belmont. Down the side, referee gets in the way. Clearing attempt hits Charlotte. Able to gulf it towards the net. 11:42 to go here. A little bit unlucky with the positioning of that referee.
Yeah.
Shot wide by Flanders and cleared by Shakopee. Will not be an ice, and Golden out to play it. This time she'll just set it up to Flanders. Flanders fans on a pass. Picked up in the slot by Shakopee. Flanders recovers to block that shot. Disaster narrowly averted, Jay.
Disaster averted is right. That was a good recovery by Flanders.
Shakopee from the neutral zone will clear it high off the boards. Chased by Spencer. She'll work it ahead. gets past Belmont, and that'll hop out to the neutral zone. Shakopee buzzing here, winning all the puck races at this point. In on it is Trineri. Trineri battling. She's alone, but she wins that race. Trineri now will chip it low and chase. Fresh legs here for the Jaguars. Ref yelling, watch the hook, watch the hook. So Ava eases off. Chipped ahead by Shakopee now, and ahead they come. Back alone is Walsh. She won't panic. Walsh will calm, cool and collected, reverses, takes it behind, angling, relieves that pressure, gets it up to Alex, who can't chip it out, held in by Shakopee. But now the Jaguars carry ahead. It's Elmquist down the left side. Elmquist will bat it past the Shakopee defenseman, chase to the corner, send it around. About 10 minutes to go in a tied third period for the Jaguars, looking for that tie-breaking goal here. It's Elmquist on the puck for the Jaguars. Get it to Avery. Avery cycling below the goal line. Now what? Another penalty on the Jaguars. It's going to be Kendall Elmquist going to the box for her second of the night. Another hook in the offensive zone. We can't have that.
The last 18 shots, Kurt, have gone to Shakopee. We really haven't had a shot on goal in probably 20 minutes of play here.
I believe of our 5 penalties taken tonight, 4 of them, which is almost impossible to think about when we haven't been out of our zone that much, 3 or 4 of them have been non-defensive zone penalties. Just a killer for the Jaguars. 10 minutes to go here. We go to the kill yet again. Can we get the 5th? Shakopee wins the faceoff. They'll go below their goal line to the left wing circle. Work it low. Shot. Tried to give and go, but the Kapsner stick prevents that from connecting. Center point high now. Worked over to the right wing, left wing circle. Shot high and wide. Chasing is Alex. Can she chip it out? Oh, yes, she can. She'll send it the length of the ice. 1:25 to go here. 9:25 in the game. 1-1 from the Bloomington Ice Garden. The Jaguars locked horns in a battle with the Shakopee Sabres as they carry in now on the power play, their 5th of the night, to the sole chance for the Jaguars. Coming right in. Shot. Don't know if that got through or not. Might have hit traffic out front. They're working that give and go. And Shakopee able to score finally here and take the 2-1 lead.
I got you. I got it.
We were playing with fire there, Jason, and it finally burned us.
Yep. It had to happen. Just too many penalties and too many opportunities for Shakopee with the way they're taking shots on goal. Still a good night for Chloe.
Golden with
shots on goal.
40 saves on 42 shots, keeping the Jaguars close. Now we got to play from behind. We got to get the tying goal here. 9:03 to go. We'll play 5-on-5. Jaguars win a faceoff. Spencer works it ahead, looking for Oslin. Played back by Sabres through the neutral zone by Abelin. Picked up by the Jaguars, but they're offsides. They'll have to clear the zone. They do. Picked up by Abelin. Abelin with the hip check draws the penalty. Oh, let's hope she's not hurt. That was a dangerous hit by Shakopee. Abelin went down hard, but she's up and skating to the bench, and Jaguars will have an opportunity to tie this thing up, Ryan, or Jason.
Yeah, this is the opportunity that we need. We're down by 1. We're on the power play.
Jaguars will send out power play unit of Kylie Jones, Allegra Kuhn, Avery Kapsner, Alex Kapsner, and Vea Flanders. Tying goal needed now. 2-minute power play. Jaguars controlling the puck, checking penalty, the call. Jones on the left wing circle. You notice how much more aggressive Shakopee is on the penalty kill than the Jaguars are, Jason. They're challenging us at every turn. So I wish the Jaguars sometimes would be allowed in front. Scoring chance. Golden with the save. Directs it to the corner. Narrowly averted disaster there. A shorthanded opportunity for the Sabres. Puck taken away by the Sabres, and they'll clear it deep, and they'll beat us to the puck. except for Golden, able to clear it ahead, gets it to Kuhn, but back to the neutral zone, and Shakopee just will rag the puck, and they'll go forecheck hard now. Golden will set it up. Flanders protecting. Hits Avery in the skate as we are now less than a minute to go in this power play. Jaguars trying to get set up. Avery will carry it ahead. Gain the zone. Jaguars enter. 45 seconds to go. Centering pass to Jones. Kiley with the shot. Rebound out in front. Jones backhand, another save. And cleared by Shakopee. 2 good scoring chances there. Goalie was down and out. Got to keep throwing it to the net. 30 seconds to go on the PK. Jaguars pass by Spencer Knutson, that is, misses, and picked up by Shakopee, and they'll just clear it low. Puck race wraparound chance here. Abelin back on the ice. Good to see that she's okay after that neutral zone hit. Oslin will pick up now. Centering pass for Belmont. Belmont down the middle. Charlotte coming in just wide. Backhand shot. Rebound. Full strength for Sabres. 5-on-5. They try to break it ahead. It was off the skate of Knutson. That'll go deep. Knutson will be back on it. 1-on-2. Picked up by the Sabre.
Kurt, that was not the penalty power play we were hoping for. We did not spend a lot of time in the offensive zone. We were mostly on defense for that one.
Jaguars attempting to exit, but unable to. Shakopee picks it up. Our Jaguars, we've struggled to break out all night. Talking at the break, we were trying to think of a time where we had a clean breakout all night, and we really couldn't come up with a situation where we had a tic-tac-toe breakout. A lot of forechecking pressure by the Sabres, but Jaguars just not on their A game tonight, breaking that puck out. Behind the goal line now is Flanders. She'll get it up to Belmont, but turns it over for a second there. Skated out by Walsh. Walsh will carry it, loses it. Sent back by Shakopee. Back on it is Flanders in the final 5.5 minutes of this game. Flanders gets it ahead. Tipped forward by the Jaguars. Hoffbeck getting a shift on the right side. Carried in by Flanders. Flanders out there with the third line for the Jaguars. Melnichuk will send it towards the net. Intercepted by the Sabre defenseman. They will clear the length of the ice, and we'll get an icing.
That's the break we need right now to regroup, get some fresh legs out there, start in the offensive zone.
We finally did get a shot. We're up to 19 on the night. Still trailing Shakopee by 24, if my math is correct, more than doubling us. Yep. We'll get an offensive zone faceoff. Need a win here by Kiley. She's pretty good on the draws. Let's see if she can get it back to Allegra for a shot. Oh, she would have, but it hit the skate of the linesman. Shakopee able to clear. Spencer back on it under pressure, turns it over, and Shakopee off the turnover, chips it over Golden's glove to take a 3-1 lead.
At this point, Kurt, we're starting to look tired out there. I think we pressed hard those first 2 periods to keep it 1-1, and now we're starting to run out of gas.
Yeah, that makes the task much more difficult here now, down by 2 rather than 1. 3-1 with 4:58 remaining in the third period. Shakopee's been the better team tonight by far. Kylie Jones with the steal in the offensive zone, gets it to Olivia. Olivia sends it low. Belmont will chase across the way. Pinched by Walsh, but held in, taken out by the Sabres. They carry through the neutral zone now. Enter down the right side, and with the lead, they'll be happy to just chip it deep and try to keep the Jaguars pinned in this end. Back on it is Knutson. She's being forechecked hard by the Sabres. Shot coming out. Golden with the save. Cleared out by the Jaguars. Avery trying to make the steal here, trying to get that stick lift. Unable to do so. Carried ahead by SHAKOPEE over the line. Tries to go through. Oh. Centering pass goes off the skate, and SHAKOPEE piling it on a bit here, up to 4 goals. Another goal for the Sabres.
Yeah, just unlucky deflection off the pad there.
Golden wasn't expecting that shot to come in. Shot came from right along the goal line. I think hit her in the skate and deflected in.
Might have been a hat trick there for the SHAKOPEE player, it looks like.
Okay.
Scoring for the Sabres, number 21, Izzy McKee.
SHAKOPEE wins the face-off, playing the neutral zone here. SHAKOPEE will carry in. 3.5 minutes to go here. Jaguars now trailing 4-1. Cleared ahead by Ostlund. SHAKOPEE will reverse course, pick that up. Turnover now. Here's Belmont. Shot out in front, had Abelin in the crease. Goalie kicked it past her. But at least it's a shot. Get us to 20. 3 minutes to go here. SHAKOPEE will exit. They come ahead. Possible 2-on-0. In. Golden with the save. Cleared out. Puck is bouncing. Jaguars look dead tired right now.
Yeah, they have been working so hard on defense all game, and it's starting to show now.
Centering pass to the front of the goal. Picked up by Kira Abelin. She sends it off the boards, but it comes up to the point. Cleared ahead by Belmont, and she'll go for a change. Jaguars get some fresh legs onto the ice. Pulling the goalie here, down 3. Unless we have we don't have a delayed penalty, do we? Jaguars are pulling the goalie down 3. Have 6 skaters, try to get a little bit closer. Sabres players will be licking their lips at this opportunity. 2:18 to go here. Jaguars win the faceoff up to Walsh. Sent towards the net. Thornburg trying to get a stick on it in the crease. Melnichuk, the third line on. Out to Thornburg. Gets a shot on net. Good save. Nice look there by Melnichuk to Thornburg. In the crease. Pinching are the Jaguars. Held in by Thornburg nicely. SHAKOPEE trying to exit. Alex not able to hold it now. SHAKOPEE with the empty net. They will shoot it just wide of the cage. Picked up by the Jaguars. Centering pass out in front. Cleared to the boards by Alex. Twin sister Avery jumps in to help. Out to the point here. SHAKOPEE shooting at an empty net. Walsh deflects that shot to the corner. Jaguars with an empty skater. Got to get possession of this puck here. That'll be an easy call for the ref to negate that goal. It was directed into the goal by the hand, very obviously, by the SHAKOPEE player. You can't do that. Unable to, this isn't handball, but Jaguars still keep Chloe on the bench. 6 skaters in the offensive zone. When that occurs, the faceoff always comes down to the other end of the ice. Jones will see this draw, be sent down by SHAKOPEE, and we'll get an icing call, Jason.
Yeah, it's a brave move. We're down by 4. Got to try something. Put 6 players out on the ice, see what happens.
Down by 3, but it feels like 4. It's 4-1. We need 4 to win.
Yeah.
I'd like to see. I've seen crazier things happen, but Kylie on the faceoff. Let's see if we can get 1. Got to get 1 before you can get 4. Won by Shakopee. They'll send that down, and that'll miss for an icing as well. Of course, the rule is if you don't gain the center ice red line and you send the puck all the way the length of the ice and it can't be played by the defensive team, that is an icing, whether there's a player in net or not. Shakopee being victimized by that twice now. Jones with the face-off. Shakopee bolts ahead, and good work by Avery, saving a goal there, able to bat that puck out to the neutral zone, causing Shakopee to enter offsides, and we're going to actually get a penalty on Shakopee here. What a hustle play by Kuhn there, Jason.
Yeah, that was great effort again. We saw that in the first period, or the second period.
There haven't been a lot of positive things here tonight other than the play in net, but that hustle play by Allegra was one that'll definitely be front and center in the film room. Every Jaguar player can learn from that hustle by Allegra. That was going to be a tap-in empty net goal by the Sabres player. She was out ahead. Allegra caught her from behind, lifted her stick, and not only that, was able to get that puck out to the neutral zone so that when the Sabre player caught up to it and carried it in, they had a player trapped in the zone. It would have been an offside call had there not been a penalty behind the play. Really, really good hustle by Allegra.
Yep. A little timeout here, which is to our advantage to get a little breather for all of our players. See what they put back out for our 6 final players.
We will have a 6-on-4 advantage here for, well, let's hope it's not the full 58 seconds because that would mean we hadn't scored. But a great chance for the Jaguars to climb a little bit closer here anyway. I was about to say we did score on our only other power play of the night. In reality, the penalty had just expired and we scored right afterwards. But one of the only times we had gotten some pressure tonight, Jay.
Yeah. If we can capitalize on this one, give us another goal. 58 seconds is a lot of time, or not much time to put.
6 skaters out for the Jaguars. We'll try to count them down for you. Belmont, Kuhn, Jones, both Kapsners and Flanders. 6-on-4, empty cage to our right. Jaguars don't care if they lose 5-1 or 4-1. They just want to get a goal to get closer here. Centering pass out in front. Goalie doesn't know she has it. It's still loose. Belmont trying to center. 45 seconds to go. Puck's out in front and cleared by Sabres. Back for it will be Alex. She'll work it ahead to Allegra. Allegra loses it, sent ahead, and that one's going to be an empty net goal, shorthanded for Shakopee. They take the 5-1 lead. Coach Johnson not sending Golden back onto the ice. The Jaguars still have the man advantage. They're going to play with an empty net again. 32 seconds to go here. Got to win this face-off and get it deep. Jaguars do that. Flanders able to just get it deep. Shakopee collects. They'll try to clear. They can clear without worrying about icing the puck, being down a man. Jaguars with control of it. Kylie Jones out to Alex. High shot. Patted aside by the Shakopee goalie to the near boards. Final 5 seconds here. Jaguars pick it up. Flanders to the middle. Shot tipped out in front. Shakopee goalie has it, freezes it, and this game will come to an end. Jaguars come up on the short end of this one, Jason, 5-1, losing to the Shakopee Sabres. Their record on the season will drop to 1-2. Great effort in goal by Golden. Outshot 48-23 were the Jaguars, and they come up a little short here.
Yeah, great game by Chloe. We tried. We went almost 3 minutes without a goalie. Gave up 1 goal in that, but We just spent too much time in the defensive zone.
Too much time in the Z zone, too many penalties, but the great thing is we get another chance on Friday night. Friday night will be the next game for your Jaguars. We'll have JV broadcast at 5 o'clock, varsity at 7 against the Proctor Hermantown Mirage. That'll be right here from Bloomington Ice Garden. And then it's a quick turnaround after that. Come back on Saturday afternoon, one day later, and face off against the Cloquet Esco Carleton Lumberjacks, Rick Larson's doppelganger. For Johnny Rash on the camera, Ryan Kuhn on the stats, analyst Jason Knudsen, I'm Kurt Krenz, saying good night from the Bloomington Ice Garden. Your final tonight, Shakopee 5, Jefferson 1. We will see you on Friday night. You're listening to Jaguars Hockey.